this is a short introduction about Cisco Telepresence. On the list, on the left-hand side of the screen, you'll see a list of Cisco's Telepresence range, which is old and new products on there. You've got the EX60, EX90, SX10, SX20, MX200 and MX300, that's the 300, MX700, MX800, the SX80, then you've got the MX80, which is the built-in version of this. You've got the Codec Mini, which is this device here with a single camera. You've got the Codex Plus, Codex Pro, Spark Board 55s, Spark Board 70. Then there's also the large room setups, which includes the X5000, and I think there's a 5500 in there as well. In 2009, Cisco acquired Tandberg, regarded as the best quality telepresence system out there. There are others, but I've not seen one that's on the same level as Cisco. Being a Cisco follower, I'm bound to be biased, of course, but I recall buying an MX 800 dual screen from a big pharmaceutical company a couple of years back. They had a directive from the head office to replace with another brand, but the engineers said to me it was okay, they didn't mind changing it out, but all the users were disappointed because they thought the Cisco one was much better than the new one that was going in. Cisco Telepresence has historically been expensive, but with large number of wealthy corporations out there seeing it important because of the pandemic to keep their video conferencing and their networks up to date. They're investing heavily because of the advent of more users working from home. But on the upside of that, that's good news for smaller companies, because whereas perhaps in the past they couldn't afford the latest and greatest that the big corporations can afford, there's a lot of equipment coming out that's used, that's still being supported by Cisco, but it's coming out at a price that is very attractive. A used router versus a new router, there's not a great deal of difference. It's not like, you know, a quarter of the price. It's maybe half the price or a little bit more than that. But on teleconference systems, okay, the cost savings are even bigger, because a brand new teleconference system that might cost a big corporation £50,000, the used price for that is between £5,000 and £10,000, so the discount available is much larger. FaceTime is okay for most users, but at director and management level, video communications, telepresence really takes the game up to the next level. For example, SX10s, SX20s, MX200s, the 42-inch version of this, and MX300, this one, they're still being supported by Cisco, and they're really easy to deploy in an existing network. And for a user that was considering Cisco but didn't think they could afford it, well, now it is. In my opinion, with the advent of 5G just about to really kick in, then high quality video communications only grow over the next few years. It's obvious. I'm starting to see Cisco Spark Board, touchscreen 55s and 70s hitting the used market now. I can't wait to get one in. When I left school, I had a Commodore 64 and traded game time with my friend Andy on his Atari or his BBC Micro. I'm not really a gaming type anymore, but imagine playing Angry Birds on a 70-inch touchscreen. My kids would love that. That'd be cool, right? So check the next few videos I'll be putting out, which will be a layperson's guide to the most popular Cisco Telepresence models, old and new.